Alright, on to the next area. Next scene.
It is a great honor to have been invited here.
This on top of what you did for us following the Northern War. I can't even begin to properly show my gratitude.
Raise your heads, both of you. I've already pardoned you for what happened in the Civil War. Given how much you've contributed since then, there's no need to revisit the past. Wouldn't you agree, Marquis High Arms?
Wholeheartedly. The Civil War was a product of the four great houses. Personally, I feel I'm the one who deserves to be locked away for a while.
No more of that talk from you either. Were you to be detained, half the Empire would cease functioning. Had Lord Ragnar been here in Heimdall, I would have loved for him to join us tonight.
As would I. Perhaps we should schedule a meeting with him soon.
That aside, I hear both of you played a very active role during the events in Lemire. You faced the Blazing Demon, Brigadier General, while the General here went toe-to-toe with the Steel Maid. You heard correctly. That monster is said to be a match even for the Radiant Blade Master. The best I could do was hold him off. I will say that battle was a very rare and valuable experience, though I'd also be very interested in seeing your 104 military combat techniques. That certainly takes me back, but I fear those days are behind me. If Van Dyke isn't yet old enough to retire from the front lines, then you certainly aren't either. Not to mention Victor, Matthias, and Zex. Perhaps this is a bit childish of me, but given all of Erebunel's famed swordsmen, I can't help but wonder which is the greatest among them. I hear the Burl has held swordsmanship tournaments before. Were our fighters to participate, it would undoubtedly be quite the spectacle. Oliver tells me foreigners were welcome to join. If the opportunity presents itself, I'd love to take part. My, I fear I may have awakened the sleeping tiger. I don't think I should interrupt this conversation. Oh well, I'll look for another opportunity. But Principal Egwene sure is something. She doesn't hold herself back at all, even when talking to him. Well, that was everyone. There are even more people now. I should wait it out a bit longer. Well, hello there, Marquis. It's been a while, huh? A little over a year, if I'm remembering right. Ah yes, we last spoke when the province was having those flooding issues. The dam you oversaw construction of has been working excellently. It's already gone a long way towards improving the livelihoods of our local farmers. I'm glad to hear it. It's a good thing we were able to proceed with the project, free of my demon daughter's influence. My, Master Gwyn. Well, the chairman has been a great help to us too, in her own way. And you must be Sharon. I hear your efforts were indispensable in helping us expand St. Arks Airport. Celestine was truly grateful for the assistance. Oh, I was only working in Chairman Arena's stead. Besides, Miss Celestine's finesse in getting permission from the railway... Oh, that reminds me. Didn't you work with Celestine at the main campus last year? The super butler and the super maid working shoulder to shoulder. And maybe the two of them pressed more than that together. Well, he's 30 years old now, and like a son to me. I'd be happy to discuss arrangements between the two. Oh my, no. It would be far too great of an honor for me. Well, they're having fun. I'm surprised by how many people at the Rhinefoots know. I guess it makes sense though, given how big their company is. Ah, Reed, it's good to see you again. I hear you've been working more miracles in the other provinces, just as you did in Sutherland. It wasn't just me, I had help from a huge number of people. I saw you speaking with the Emperor and the Chancellor earlier. Ah yes, I saw General Iguel and Brigadier General Barrios was heading to present themselves. And I couldn't help but be nosy and go stand with them. I wouldn't call it nosiness. You have a genuine concern for others. That's what we need in times like these. By the way, is Celestine here with you? Ah, he's with my oldest son at the party at City Hall. I hope he's been helpful to those of you at the branch campus. Helpful? If I started to list off everything he's done for us, we'd be here all night. Wow, so that was when you and Brigadier General Bardias first met. I'm sure your little duel ended up wrecking everything around you for a whole selge. Well, duels are an excellent way to deepen one's bonds. That is true, isn't it, Fee? Now that you mention it, I guess so, yeah. Taking a trip down memory lane, I see. Yes, we were listening to Countess Le Guin's tales from when she was a student. After the school year began, she took control of the fencing club and declared war on all the other clubs. She beat the swimming club in a swimming race, the chess club at chess. Any club that lost to her had to join the fencing club. Finally, she challenged Brigadier General Bardias, the president of the riding club, to a jousting match. I don't even know where to start with that. I didn't know Brigadier General Bardias went to Thor's too. The match went on for 2 hours without a winner. It finally ended in a draw when we each knocked the other off our horses simultaneously. It was at that moment that Wallace became an important person to me. He's my right hand and my comrade and a rival and a partner. As a fellow swordswoman, I'm jealous of you. Having someone like that would be incredible. Someone who is a nemesis but also a friend. I think I get it. Since we had the chance, I'd like to hear your stories too. I've wondered about Laura, but I'm sure your history is just as fascinating. Have you by chance met the leader of the Red Consolation? Perhaps the War God, or maybe an S-rank bracer? I've seen the War God's successor, but I haven't met any of the S-rank bracers yet. Well, it's understandable. There are only a small handful of them on the entire continent after all. They're really getting into the conversation now. I shouldn't be surprised that Aurelia already knew Laura, and I think she'll get along great with Fee too. Well, she did meet them in the last game at her house, so it's understandable. Ooh, there's a lot. Alright, let's get to it. It's an honor to be able to speak with you, Your Highness. My name is Musée Egret. Musée Egret. I apologize for not being able to meet with you before now. Well, that's not quite true. I remember you visiting the palace about 13 years ago when your parents were still alive. The two of us first met back then. It was then you first met Alvin too. I remember the two of you playing and laughing. I had no idea. Now that you mention it, I have a few fuzzy memories. I think I was about 4 at the time, so she must have been 3. At the time, I never could have guessed that what was going to happen to your parents. These words may be far too late, but my heart goes out to you for your loss. No, I appreciate it. Thank you for your kind words. I guess this is the first time they were able to talk like this. But if her parents came to visit the palace, that must mean that they were nobles. Introducing yourself to the Empress, monsieur. Why yes, I've lived in Heimdall for some time now, but I've never had a chance to speak with her. I'm glad I was able to put one of my regrets to rest. I'm sorry it took so long, monsieur. Mother had actually been asking me to set up a meeting with you for a little while, but with everything that happened, I'm glad you two were finally able to speak, though. Thank you, Alfred. I guess Monsieur's circumstances are more complicated than I thought. But I'm glad to hear that she has the Empress and Princess Alfin looking out for her. Oh, so Instructor Reed, are there any truth to the rumors you'll be dancing with the princess later this evening? I suppose Cedric has been planning for that, but while I did ask before, I'm sure now it would be a bit difficult for you to accept, Reed. I explained things to Cedric, so everything should be fine now. And is it still happening regardless? I'm sorry, just a misunderstanding, but Reed told him about the conversation he had with Cedric earlier regarding the dance. He did what? Is he still going ahead with this behind my back? I suppose it's been set in stone, little by little. I'm sure the two of you will look great together, but I can't help but feel a little jealous. And poor Elise. Yes, that's what's been bothering me the most. Huh? What does Elise have to do with this? What? What? Anyway, Monsieur, please lend me your help. I'm sure that insidious mind of yours can come up with a plan. That's quite a way to ask for help, but I accept. After all, how could I say no to helping both Elise and my dearest instructor? They've gone off on their own in their own little world. I should start mentally preparing for the dance. I had heard Muse was one of your students. I'm truly happy I was able to get the chance to speak with her. I'm not too familiar with everything that's happening over in Lemire. I get the feeling she has some complicated circumstances there. I'm sure she'll be able to tell you about it eventually, one way or another. We seem to be surrounded by so many tragic stories, such as Oliver's past. The way he lost his mother was truly heartbreaking. I've heard a few rumors, like how she was born a commoner. Yes, she was the one the Emperor was truly in love with. I remember it vividly. I was a humble maid back then. They lived far from Heimdall, and he was always trying to find ways to get her to live in the palace with him. Is it okay for me to be hearing about this? Oh, it's fine. Nearly everyone here at the palace knows already. However, after she passed, he accepted the throne and ended up choosing someone from a small noble family to be his wife, me. We went through some troubles, but eventually Oliver began living with us, and I was blessed with my daughter and son. His marriage has given Alfin and Cedric his whole heart as their father. But I'm sorry, I shouldn't be discussing such things. No, it's fine. Prince Oliver at the party City Hall is hosting tonight, right? Yes, he is there representing the Imperial family. I hope things will begin to change for the better here in the palace, and for the Vander family too. Yes, I hope for that too. Marcus, Kurt, and Fritz? What are you three talking about? We're discussing chess. Would you care to join in? Ah, that makes sense now that I think about it. I had no idea Marcus was also in chess club. To have entered that tournament, he must be really skilled. Oh, you were in a tournament? Yeah, there was an amateur chess tournament going on the other day. I happened to have the day off, so I figured it might be fun. But I ended up losing in the semifinals. Oh wow, even getting to the semifinals is impressive on its own. I agree. Even though it was for amateurs, the people who place high in those tournaments are often just as good as some pros. Would you mind telling us more about it? Sure thing. It's always nice seeing people bond over shared hobbies. Hello you two. You seem like you're talking about something interesting. We were in the middle of discussing military technology in recent years. There's no stopping the march of progress. We've got weapons today that people couldn't even have dreamed of just a decade ago. That's true, Panzer Soldats, those colossal archaisms, and even the railway cannons. Not to mention certain countries almost have fully functioning orbital networks. Soon enough, we might even get to the point where even bracers will need to know how to use an orbital terminal. Shouldn't they already? If you can't use an orbital terminal, then the future will be bleak for you. How do you mean? Technological advancements in recent years are due to the development of high-level orbital arithmetic logic units. The orbital network works to connect those. As more and more are linked, the possibilities become endless. This new technology is far more advanced than anything that came before it. In fact, I go so far as to say we're living through the second orbital evolution. No kidding. If you're saying this is happening as we speak, then... Now this sounds like quite an interesting little chat. Fascinating little chat, sorry. Oh? Of course. Hey there, Lecter. So there you are. Yeah, I was off doing a few patrols of the place. Seems like the palace is secure though. Phew, all that walking really worked up an appetite. I'm about to be all over this buffet. By the time I'm done, it'll probably be all over me too. With the way you act, no one would ever know you're a major. Oh yeah? How's progress on those Ramdas, Professor? Right, those were the battle openings the Calvardian agents were using. Don't be patient. I will just begun to analyze. My analysis. When I first look at them though, I can tell they're excellently made. Their most noteworthy quality is so far is they will only function when activated by their owners. Thus far, all we've gotten from our analysis has been reams of junk data. Well, maybe they use the unique qualities of each person's spirit as a kind of key. And the person's spirit is definitely something you can't just crank out a copy of. Could be they've got a completely secure system, probably called a spirit code or something like that. How do you know all this? I don't know a thing, I'm just pulling all this from the usual place. Those are all just guesses. You need to give logical explanations to support your hypotheses. Lecter was telling me about this intuition earlier today. But sheesh, these two. Yep, like a bucket of vinegar and a pile of baking soda. This will probably go on for a while, so let's just let them fight it out. I don't know if that's the best option. Excuse me, are you Mr. Lisa Reinford of the RF group? You're one of the members of D Class 7, right? The ones who saved Cedric's life in the Civil War? And now you're director of the 4th Development Division. I saw the interview you had with the Imperial Chronicle. It was so inspiring. My name is Ada Grant. I'm from Class 1 at Thor's main campus. and it's really an honor to meet you. Well, that's really flattering. Thank you. I'm happy to meet you too, Ada. I think you might be overselling me a bit though. There's no need to be modest, Alisa. You really are an incredible woman. Exactly. It's one of my goals to be even half as lovely and skilled as you are. Wow. Well, from what I hear, you're pretty skilled already. You got second place in the midterm exams out of both Taurus campuses combined, right? Those are just grades. When I think about everything you and your class accomplished, scoring high on a test seems so insignificant. Nonsense. You shouldn't ever devalue your own hard work. Hey, maybe you should come work for me after you graduate. Just kidding. Oh, I think you stunned her into silence. Sorry, I still haven't decided what to do after I graduate. Don't stress of it, just keep it in mind as one of your potential choices. I will, thank you so much. Looks like Alisa's in recruitment mode too. Also, Ada seems to know a lot about Class 7. I wonder if that's the reason she enrolled at Thor's in the first place. Because of the restructuring of the main campus this year, we students are being strongly encouraged to get jobs with the military or government. I've been agonizing over what I should do even before I enrolled at Thor's. I actually considered going to St. Astraya at one point. You don't say. Yes, I knew Princess Alphin was attending the school, and I thought I might be able to find a path to follow there. But then I heard about a heroic group of students from Thor's fighting in the Civil War. That's what led to my decision. I'm happy to hear we were able to inspire you like that. Now she can carry on the Thor's spirit just like you did. I suppose no matter which school you ended up choosing, you would have been able to meet someone from the Imperial family. I almost wish we could have gone to school together. But of course, we can still be friends now. I look forward to seeing you more in the future, Ada. Yes, so do I. She may not be related to Instructor Reen by blood, but she's just as wonderful a person as he is. Is everything alright? Oh no, yes, sorry, it's nothing. Looks to me like you're still agonizing over what to do after the graduation. No, it was something else. I'm happy to see the three of them getting along so well. Cheese and ages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. There you are. You're not Tina talking with Major Claire, see. Instructor? Well, hello there. You've been bouncing between all the different chats the whole night, Instructor. Well, a chance to talk with all these different people doesn't come often. I need to make the most of it. I remember that Yuna knew Claire from before. But had you met her before the start of the school year, Altina? Yes, she often looked after William and me when we went on joint missions. We haven't had a good chance to talk with each other like this since back when I was still at the police academy. She really helped me out a lot back then. Oh, you know, it was nothing. What precisely did the Major help with? If you're comfortable sharing it with us, that is. Oh, well, it's old news by now, but it happened at the end of last year. After Lloyd was branded a criminal, I started protesting to the military police HQ. But the new head of the department was from Erebonia, and he revoked all the academic credits I had gained. For protesting? Could he even do that? Such actions would be beyond his rights and unfounded. Precisely. I felt it was completely uncalled for, so I stepped in. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get all her units back. but we managed to get about half of them reinstated. And we reached an agreement where I'd be able to get the other half back by attending a different school. Now I see. Yeah, so that's how you ended up at the branch campus. Correct. I thought it would benefit her more than simply retaking the same classes at the Military Police Academy. I heard a new Class 7 was going to be formed, so I recommended her to the branch campus. Wow, I had no idea. I was pretty ticked off at the time, but now I feel like everything worked out for the best. If I continued on at the police academy and joined the military police, I probably would have exploded from the stress. But don't think this means I was happy to be in your class or anything. Oh, yeah? That's a shame. But does this mean you're going to leave us once you get your units? Oh? Well... after going through all that to get here, there's no way I'm going to just up and leave you guys. There are so many things I want to do here now. And besides, I need to stick around to look after you, Ali. Well, as far as schoolwork is concerned, I'm the one who looks after you. I'm glad you found such a good place for yourself, Yuna. I didn't expect I get a chance to speak with you, Brigadier General. The Black Whirlwind of Sutherland himself. Last time I saw you was in the final battle of the Civil War. Good to see you again too, General. It was a real shame the Infernal Castle got in our way. I would have liked the chance to test myself against the legendary 4th Armored Division. It would have been an honor to even slow you down. Quit your joking. Between your prowess with piloting a Panzer Soldat and your space skills, you'd have done a lot more than just slowed us down. Those Nord spare techniques are really something else. Are you trained in them as well, by any chance? Why, yes, I am. Oh, I hear the skills of the Barbadias family are even more polished. It sounds to my family having lived in Erebonia for so long. We've incorporated certain aspects of Imperial spare techniques into our style. We've got a bit of slide and style, the Vanda style, and even a few techniques from the Ice River mixed in. I'm actually a little jealous of the pure Nord style you use. Well, to be honest, my style isn't completely Nord these days. All this talk of styles, I only ever trained in the 104 military combat. They taught us at the military academy. I'm jealous of the both of you for being able to discuss martial arts with such depth. You're a master of combat in your own way, General. Speaking of military combat style, I hear it has been going through a number of changes lately to account for Panzer Soldats. I'm sure your right-hand man is quite the pilot. I got. He's one of our best, of course. But even then, I doubt he'd even be a match for you, Brigadier General. Maybe General Van Dyke would be a better sparring partner. I think I'll leave him to Lady Aurelia. Looking at them now, you wouldn't know these two met on the battlefield at the end of the Civil War. Now that I think of it, Gaius is acquainted with both of them. You know General Craig through Elliot, and from what I've heard, Gaius and Brigadier General Bardias were both taught by that one traveling priest. Who the hell was that? One traveling priest? A warrior monk? In this game? That's interesting. Prince Cedric, it's been far too long. You're right, It has been a few years, hasn't it, Patrick? And you're Ash, right? I think this is the first time we've spoken one-on-one like this. Yeah, I guess so. We had our problems, but I can't say I don't like your style. Every time we run into you, you say some shit that really stirs things up. My word, have you forgotten this is the Crown Prince? Show him some respect. He's right, Ash. Well, if it isn't rain again. Don't worry about Ash. I'm glad for the chance to be able to talk like this with someone my own age. Yeah, that? I got the okay, straight from the Imperial family. Even so, you still need to be more respectful. Like I said, don't worry, it's fine. Anyway, I assume you're here to give me your reply about your upcoming dance with my sister. What did you just say? For real? It was a last minute sort of thing. So the rumors were true after all. Well, no matter if you're dancing with the princess, then I'll be able to dance with Elise. You just like to sign your death warrant, don't you? Dance with Elise? What exactly makes you think you can do that? Why do you always make that same terrifying smile? You kinda walked into that one. You should've just shut up. Thank you for all the equipment you've provided to the branch campus chairman, Irina. Alice has been such a big help too. We really can't thank the RF company enough. Well, my daughter aside, the reports you've been sending us have been just as helpful. And Emma, I'd like to thank you for all the data you've provided us on the Orbital staff. Oh, it was no trouble at all. Thank you for letting me use it. There really is a lot of talent here at this party tonight. If either of you have any complaints about your current positions, just let me know. I'll have positions at the RF worthy of your talents prepared in an instant. That's so nice of you to offer, but I'm happy where I am right now. Yes, so am I. Looks like she's still in recruitment mode. Oops, wrong place. I think I finally met with everyone I needed to. I'm glad you can take a little rest now. It must be tough being head of one of the 4 great houses. Why do you even need to do all that boring stuff? Just let loose. This is supposed to be a party. It's not that simple. Why to just let loose here? It would create problems in the future. I will do everything I can to fulfill my duty as head of the Alberia family. Hey now, if your brows get any more frowned, your head's gonna crack like an egg. Let me give you a face massage. I'll get you nice and unfrowned in no time. No, you won't. Why does this sort of thing always happen with you? Do you even realize the problems that would cause here? Besides, you're a young lady now, so... gonna get you. Oh, you two. You guys sure are having fun. These two never change, do they? But, what's wrong? Maybe I'm just reading too much into it, but does it seem like Eustace and William are always together these days? Do you think maybe... Quit hanging on me like that. Nope. Scratch that thought. Yeah. I'd say they're more like brother and sister that get along really well. Coming from you, Reen, I'm not quite sure how to take that. Quite literally. That part's done. And so the party continued with Rain never getting an opening to talk with the Chancellor. With the party in full swing, people began gathering in the center of the garden.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your patience. To start us off, my sister Alphin will have the first dance. The way I hear it, people all across the Empire have been awaiting this moment for years. Like me, she is now 17 years old, and this dance will serve as her debut into high society. Her first dance partner shall be a certain instructor at Thor's military academy. None other than the Ashen Chevalier, Reen Schwarzer.
Oh, so then he's the princess's...
I hear he's only the son of a baron, but I suppose it's okay these days.
He seems to carry himself well.
Sure enough.
Yeah, there have been rumors going around like wildfire.
It's a huge honor, I guess.
Yes, he shall be the princess's first.
Jealous.
Sounds dirty when you put it that way.
Jealous.
Fee?
Classy, guys.
Don't worry. Jealous.
He was drowning in fame before, and now everyone's talking like him and the princess are already married.
Yeah, seems like everyone's reading way too much into this.
Well, to some degree, yes.
However will this play out, I wonder? I suppose this is...
She's going to swap with Elise, isn't she?
To tell the truth, I'm actually already acquainted with Mr. Reen Schwarzer. He's the older brother of my dearest friend. Allow me to introduce Elise Schwarzer. She is the student council president at St. Estrella Girls' School. Princess?
Saw this coming.
And she will be making her debut into high society alongside me tonight. Reen will choose which of us he dances with. Whoever he chooses, there will be no hard feelings.
Very well played, Princess.
Aw, what an adorable workaround.
She really is something else.
Princess!
You're a real lifesaver. I will respectfully take both the hand of my sister and her best friend, the princess. It might be a bit unorthodox, but please, allow us Schwarzer siblings to have the first dance.
I wonder whose idea this was.
My word. Can one man truly be this lucky?
Lucky enough to dodge that bullet, you mean?
Yes. Had he danced with the princess first, the whole city would be planning their honeymoon by now. However, since he and his sister danced first, that ship has sailed, as it were.
Oh, Alphin.
That Ashen Chevalier is certainly quite the man. Wouldn't you agree?
You can thank Baron Schwarzer for raising him that way.
You know.
Now, all you young people here with us, follow their lead and enjoy yourselves. The summer festival's blue moon shines on us this night. I am certain the spirits are especially riled. So, let us give them a show.
That I didn't see coming. You say and Ash? Bump. Hey. I was way too close.
My apologies for arriving so late.
Rufus! Ah, so good to see you.
Is that Governor General Rufus? I didn't know he was coming.
It seems you've stolen the spotlight all to yourself.
To tell the truth, I was at a party held by City Hall. I wish to greet His Highness Olivert, Governor Regnitz, Lord Rogner, and Viscount Arcade before making my way here.
I see.
Thank you for your courtesy.
The night is yet young, and the party has only just begun. Bring out more food and drinks. Please continue to enjoy yourselves, by all means.
You, sis, come with me. Let us catch up, my dear brother. Marcius, Elisa, Elliot, and Laura as well. Join us. I'm sure we've much to talk about.
In that case, I shall call upon Ms. Valestein and Ms. Herschel. Come, allow me to introduce you to the Empress.
What's this about all of a sudden?
I don't know. There's no way we can refuse.
Why just us, though? Does it have something to do with our families?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
May as well get going then.
I suppose I'll go.
I wonder what they're talking about.
Think we should follow?
Yeah.
Reen!
Oh, Claire!
What's wrong?
Well, this may come as a surprise, but a certain someone would like to speak with you.
You mean...
The someone who just left, perhaps?
Understood. I'll be going, everyone.
Yes. Good luck.
Try not to be too nervous! Reen? Instructor?
Huh.
Just go straight to the end of the hall, then make a right.
Well, that was a set of events.
There's the back room.
Yes, let's go.
I imagine this is going to be a long conversation. So you know what? I'm going to save here and end it.